This is moving right now. Doors are cracking open, eyes are widening, and a timeline we thought belonged to next spring just got pulled into the present. I'm talking about a conversation inside NFL buildings that almost never leaks at this stage. You've got a handful of people connecting the same dots, and if you miss the next few minutes, you will be the last Lions fan to understand why the next 8 weeks could change the next 8 years. Here's my promise to you tonight. I'm going to break down the timeline that triggered this, the cap math that makes it possible, the draft pick pathways that keep us competitive, the locker room fit that actually matters on Mondays, and the football reasons pure tape, not hype that explain why this idea is heating up at Allen Park. No spoilers yet. Stay with me. Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and drop a like so this story reaches every diehard who lives and dies with Detroit football. We do real talk here, urgency when it's needed, calm when it isn't, and always respect for your time. Let's set the board. Detroit is not searching for an identity anymore. We've got it. Tough, physical, honest football. January football. A locker room built on effort first, talk later. Leaders who practice like they play. And a front office that protects draft capital like gold bars because that's how you build a window that stays open. All of that matters for what comes next. Quarterback is secure in the present. The room has veterans, timing, and chemistry with the skill guys. But every serious program has a second calendar running in the background, the future pipeline. It's not drama. It's succession. You evaluate, you plan, you act when the value matches the vision. That is how you stay a contender, instead of becoming a one-hit story everyone forgets. Now zoom out to the league. The quarterback market is a carousel with 3 speeds: draft, trade, and the rare opportunity window when a young passer is stuck behind traffic and the right team can flip the script with the right pitch. Those windows don't last. They're political, financial, emotional. They open, then slam shut. If you're serious, you're ready. So why is there buzz tonight? Because a specific profile checks a lot of boxes we care about. Pocket patience, pre-snap control, eyes downfield under heat, clean release, and the kind of late-game composure that doesn't need fireworks to win you a one-score fight. Add brand gravity, leadership voice, and a calm that spreads on the sideline. That's not marketing. That's game control DNA. The scheme fit is not fantasy. Our offense thrives when the QB sets protections clean, hits first window throws on time, and punishes soft edges with quick gain that turns into YAC. We don't need 70-yard go balls every series. We need drive starters, 3rd and 5 answers, and red zone decisions that get you 7s, not 3s. The right young QB grows into that without breaking the huddle rhythm the vets already love. There's also the culture piece. This locker room is allergic to entitlement. If a young quarterback came here, he'd sit, learn, and earn. That's attractive to a competitor who believes he's ready today but understands the value of being ready for real. Few places teach that better than Detroit right now. You come here, you get sharpened. One more puzzle piece before the reveal: timing. The next 2 months are where quiet phone calls become just checking the temperature, and where checking the temperature becomes, okay, what would it take? Not promises, not deals, just options. That's how the league actually moves. Here it is. The name on that whiteboard is Shedder Sanders to Detroit. The speculation is real. The chatter is that the Lions are a landing spot that makes football sense and culture sense if the door opens, whether that's via a future draft pathway, a rights-related move, or a creative trade scenario that lines up with our capital and timeline. The idea is simple. Let him learn in a stable room, compete the right way, and build a succession plan without blowing up what's working. Let's walk the mechanics with zero fluff. Path A, draft position play. If the board falls a certain way, you use capital you already mapped out, add a modest sweetener, and move to the range where his name becomes sensible value. Path B, rights leverage. If another club holds him, but the depth chart or contract dynamics get tight. You explore a pick-driven deal that doesn't touch your core. Pass C. Patience. You signal interest now, keep relationships warm, and revisit when numbers and timing stop fighting you. None of these pass mortgage the house. All of them protect the window. Now the football part, the only part that matters on 3rd and 7. What do you get with Cheddar? Pocket calm. Eyes that don't drop when the edge tightens. He reads leverage and throws on time to the spot, not the name. That means Amon-Ra gets hit in stride. Your tight ends become first down machines on sit routes, and your backs start eating on angle routes when linebackers overplay the flat. It's grown-up quarterbacking. He doesn't need chaos to make a highlight. He likes order. So, how does that play on our install sheet? Think fast 4-step, option routes baked into spacing, play action where he turns his back and resets with his base under him. Our PO look tags that punish over-aggressive second-level flow. He's comfortable living in the 6 to 12-yard world that turns drives into points. And when the shot is there, he'll take it without turning the ball over into a fireworks show. You win a lot of games in this league by refusing to make the losing play dot culture check. This room will test any young QB in the best possible way. The standard is high, the noise is filtered, and the leaders hold you accountable. Everything we've seen from Cheddar says he's coachable, detail-driven, and steady. That fits? You get to sit behind a proven starter, master protections, and own the scout team weeks that actually make you an NFL quarterback. That's how you grow without getting broken. Brand and city matters more than people admit. Detroit respects grinders. Cheddar brings a national spotlight and a built-in audience. Sure, but the question here is always the same. Do you do the work on Wednesday? His reputation at the college level was a guy who prepared, studied, and played through hits. That resonates. This market will love the truth if the truth is puts the work in. Now, the difficult questions, the ones grown teens ask. Cost. You don't overpay in picks or cash. Period. Fit. You don't force installs. You onboard him into a system that already scores. Timeline. You don't promise a job. You promise a path. Distraction risk. You manage the spotlight with clear roles and a media plan that keeps the oxygen on the team. If all 4 boxes don't get checked, you walk. If they do, you pounce quietly. So where are we really? We're in the exploratory chapter. There's interest. There are conversations around scenarios and costs. There is respect for the player and for the process. There is no agreement, no handshake, no secret deal. This is the period where smart front offices map futures while playing the present. It's speculation, but informed, reasoned, and rooted in the way Detroit has been building, brick on brick. Imagine the ripple if it happened. QB room becomes a classroom with real stakes. Practice reps rise in quality. Your red zone menu expands because your timing throws are sharper. Your 2-minute drill gets calmer because the backup thinks like a starter. And your long-term cap health stays intact because the succession plan arrives before panic forces you to pay. Wrong price for the wrong player. There's also the human story. A young quarterback with big game poise stepping into a blue-collar city that loves nothing more than a worker with confidence. He'd learn from vets who have already climbed the mountain, from coaches who will tell him the truth, and from a fan base that can smell the difference between flash and foundation from a mile away. That's not PR. That's Detroit. Now it's your turn. One pride. Would you invest draft capital to bring Cheddar into this room if the numbers make sense? Would you prefer a patient play that targets June over a splashy move that forces the issue now? And how do you see his skill set meshing with our receivers on 3rd down? Drop your thoughts below. I want takes, not cliches. You watch this team every week. You know what wins here. My personal opinion. The football fit is real, and the culture match is strong. I pursue it only at disciplined value and with a clear, patient timeline, because as of today, this is speculation grounded in logic, not a done deal.